This video is basically going to be about me completely ripping on Monster Hunter World and how much I hate that stupid game. It's taken the worst thing about Monster Hunter and made it like the prime like point of the whole game. So I'll try my best not to swear and get on with this. So a little bit of history. I've been playing Monster Hunter since about 2008 when the second generation came out, playing on the PSP. I have played the first generation on the PS2, but that was after. So I started playing like by myself because I didn't know anyone else who played it with the second generation. So if for those of you who haven't played the second or third generation, it was all pretty much completely offline. So all the G rank, or well, they didn't really have G rank back then, but all of the multiplayer quests you had to solo by yourself. So you had to do literally everything by yourself, and the drop chances were incredibly hard to get. Like you had like 1 or 2% chances, and you had to farm everything by yourself. There was not a lot of help per se to actually help you with extra items. It did come along with like the third and fourth generation, but coming back from when I started, you didn't really have that. So I played probably about 2,000 hours on the second generation. Then I moved on to the third generation, which I probably played a good 4,000 hours on. Now, my favorite generation by far is the fourth generation, and the pinnacle of Monster Hunter for me is the Monster Hunter 4G or 4U or whichever, because I play in Japanese, so they do a different like naming scheme in Japan. The 4G Ultimate or whatever it's called, the one before Generations, I think it is in English. That to me is by far the best Monster Hunter game ever, and if you haven't played it, you so should. Before all the gimmicky crap and all the westernized stuff they put in, which I'll get into later, that game is for the hardcore fans and the Japanese fans and the true lovers of Monster Hunter. That game is by far the best. Going on to like say 4.5 generation, which is Generations, Cross, Double Cross, whatever it is, where they basically changed the games to make them so much easier for a Western audience. Now, the generation, Monster Hunter Generation, is a good game. I like it. But god damn, is it so much easier than all the other games. I mean, it's so easy. You can complete the game within 100 hours without any trouble at all. And like, it's so much easier to farm, to get all the items. Like, even the rare drops, it's so easy to get. And then we get to World, where pretty much a 5-year-old child could complete the whole game, get every item they want, every armor they want, because literally everything is just gift wrapped for you. Monster Hunter World is literally Monster Hunter for the Western generation. It's so stupidly easy that a 5-year-old child could do it. Or a monkey. You get a monkey playing Monster Hunter World, I'm pretty sure he could finish it. That's what I hate so much about Monster Hunter World. It's just everything's just given to you on a plate. The monsters are so easy to defeat. The items are so easy to defeat. It doesn't take any time, effort, or skill. If you go back to like the third and fourth generation, or no, I'm gonna stick with third and fourth. If you see the speedruns of people playing those games, they are amazing. You can do it. You have to be so spot on. You need to know the mechanics of the monster. You need to have the right items. You know exactly what to do and when. But with World, seriously, it's just point and click. There's nothing really anything like hard about it at all. It's an awful game. I played about 100 hours of it, and it was so mind-numbingly easy and mind-numbingly boring. I couldn't play anymore. I hated it. Really hated it. So I'm hoping the Monster Hunter Rise kind of goes back to the original roots and doesn't, pander to a Western audience, which is the correct terminology. But the worst thing I hated about World was the fact that the hunting maps were so big, and the whole looking and trying to find the monster thing. So in the other games, what would normally happen was the monster would be easy to find. You could use a psycho serum, or you could just walk around the map and you'd find it within a couple of minutes. And then, if you're unlucky like me, as soon as the paintball wore off, he would change or fly away, and then you'd have no idea where he was again. And then you would spend ages trying to track him down. That happened like once in a while. Didn't happen that often. But in Monster Hunter World, oh Jesus, there's so many different tiers and so many secret passageways and so many nooks and crannies. You are literally spending 99% of the whole fight looking for the damn monster you're trying to kill. But then again, because the monster is so easy and the items are so easy to get and the weapons and the armor are so easy to get, if they did Monster Hunter World like the other ones, everyone would be speedrunning the game because every fight would take a couple of minutes. It wouldn't take long at all. So I got so bored of just spending half an hour just running around the map looking for a monster, and then spending a couple of minutes killing it, then another half an hour trying to find it again. Now, you can disagree with me, but you're wrong, and probably World was the first one you played. I can guarantee you the Japanese audience and the people who have been playing it pre-4th generation would completely agree. They might not agree to my level, but they'll be like, yes, it's pretty bad. So I'm hoping with the whole Monster Hunter Rise, the new one, I'm really hoping it's not as point and shoot, click, click, click. It takes no skill, no effort. All the items you can just get just offline, asking the palicos or whatever the stupid English name for the felines are to just go and get them. And I hope it is actually a hard game that requires skill and dedication and doesn't just pander to the Western audience, which just... Monster Hunter World ruined the whole franchise for me. I mean, I was complaining a bit when Generations came out, that saying it was so easy, the gimmicky arts and stuff. But Monster Hunter World just took it to a whole new level. And I couldn't play it. It was awful. I even tried Iceborne and it was the same thing. Just every single time you logged on it, the game just threw free stuff at you. Every time you had a fight, just threw free stuff at you. I mean, just everything was just so easy and so given to you. Back in the day, I played 800 hours on Monster Hunter 3G, and I used to solo the Moonlight Nagakuga, which was by far my favorite monster. Was it Lucent? Well, the end game one. It was a multiplayer quest, but I had to solo it by myself. And the last item I needed for the weapon that I wanted was a 2% drop. Now, this guy would take easily 45 minutes to kill, if I could even kill him. And then you had a 2% drop after that. That's... When you actually get that 2% drop, that feels good. Not when you can go on a fight now, solo it in 2 minutes, then there's a 50% chance of you getting the rarest drop. It's a load of crap. So if you agree with me, please comment. If you don't agree with me, comment more. I will reply to every single comment that is left on this video. And feel free to say whatever you want to me. I don't care. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe. I stream on Twitch every single night. Come and join me, play with me, and have fun. Goodbye, everyone.